What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elevate, and in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the 5 things that helped me as a music producer being a singer. Now remember, this is in no particular order, I'm just sharing my thoughts. Number 1, being a singer. Being a singer has been an advantage because I tend to not overproduce because I always needed to leave space for me to sing on my productions. Because I would produce most of my productions, I always left space for my vocals. It was just automatic. I said it in another video, but a lot of producers tend to overproduce when they're making their beats because they think that something is missing, and they're right, that something that's missing is the vocalist, is the artist coming on the song. So because I'm a singer, I always had space for my vocals. Number 2, I got to take control fully of my music and the direction that I wanted to go in. Being able to produce for myself is a huge advantage. I truly get to craft my own sound and make the song and arrange it just how I like it. Now, don't get me wrong, when I'm collaborating with my friends that I've worked with for a long time and trust musically, I love that as well. That's a completely different experience. But even then, it's so much fun because you're able to contribute in such a different way and really create something beautiful. Number 3, I get to try different things and experiment. If I want to make something that makes no sense to anybody else, I could just try it and see how it goes. It does take time to build the skill and learn everything, but once you get past the DAW, the hardware, and you're able to just flow and create, it's so fun. You can just literally open up your DAW and just create anything. And it's so worth it. It's honestly so worth it to learn how to produce. Even if you're not gonna go full force into production, just understanding it, because the way you're able to contribute in the room if you're working with another producer in the studio is just great, especially if you can understand the language. It just makes the experience flow so much better. Below, I'm gonna drop my producer terminology sheet. Now what that is I made that with a bunch of different jargon and terms that are used in the studio that you might not typically understand if you don't produce or mix. I made that because there was a time where I didn't understand certain words. So I wanted to put together a little terminology sheet for myself and for others where they can basically refer back to, and then eventually you're gonna get so used to the words that are being used that you won't even need the sheet, and you can add to the sheet if you want to, if you learn some other words as well. So I'll attach that below in the description. So this leads me straight into number 4, which is communicating with other artists. Because I'm also a singer, I understand that side of the spectrum as well as the music production side. I'm able to communicate with the singer, maybe explain certain things to them that they might not understand, and bring them a bit more ease in the production process, because sometimes it won't happen right away. So that kind of enables me to help also guide the session, because I understand what a singer might be feeling in the moment if they're writing or whatever the case may be. So this enables me to better communicate with them on both sides. Number 5, song structure. Now this may be something you relatively know as a producer, but some don't. But typically, as a singer, you know that you want to write a verse, maybe a pre, maybe a chorus, maybe a bridge. You typically know how many bars you're gonna sing, or you kind of have a general idea of that. So being that I understood that, I pretty much immediately understood song structure. Now, different songs have different structure and there's no rules to it, but there are structures. There are choruses, there's verses, sometimes they're 8 bars, sometimes they're 16, you know, stuff like that. So with that knowledge, I was able to go into my productions understanding that. And of course, if I had structured a beat a certain way for myself or another artist and they needed to make adjustments, I can easily do that. Nowadays, when I'm creating, I usually create the beat structure based off of how the song is feeling for me. And again, if necessary, once I'm writing or I'm working with somebody else, I will adjust the structure if necessary, if they want an extra verse or extra this, whatever the case may be. But it had helped me understand a certain type of arrangement and flow in a song, being that I'm also a singer. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Again, let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know what you learned in the comments. And let me know if you have any questions. You can expect more from me, and I will talk to you guys again soon.